Hello, my name is Dũng. Today, I would like to give you 10 short talk on audience. Number 1. First, the speaker welcomes the student to Introduction to Economics. Next, he announced the textbook for that course, Economics for the New Millennium, was available at the university bookstore. The price were expensive, but well worth it. He asked them to bring it to the next class. Finally, he announced there could be 2 exams, a midterm and a final. And they would write several short research papers. 2. First, the speaker reminded the staff about their return policy. Next, she asked them not to accept any returns from customers without dated receipt. She suggested checking to make sure the items were in good condition because they had had problems with customers returning damaged goods in the past. After that, she reminded them they issued the store credit, not cash. Finally, she suggested telling her if they got complaints about that. Number 3. First, the speaker welcomed the pupil to Dr. Gabra's office. Next, he suggested hanging up then calling an ambulance if it were an emergency, or calling back during their office hours if they would like to make an appointment or ask for medical advice. After that, he announced they were open from 10 to 6 Monday through Friday, and from 9 to 12 on the first Saturday of each month. Finally, he reminded them to make an appointment because they didn't accept walk-ins. 4. First, the speaker told the flight attendants to remind the passenger that they would be landing shortly. Next, she asked them to make sure all seat belts were fastened and turn off all customer cell phones and recording devices. Finally, she asked them to find out anyone with small children requiring extra assistance or anyone needed help getting to a connecting flight. Number 5. First, the speaker introduced the following was a public service announcement brought to them by Radio XYZ. Next, he announced because of the drought, the government officials were asking all city residents to conserve water, not to fill their swimming pools or water their gardens until further notice. After that, the government suggested residents to do that on a voluntary basis because if the situation became severe, the fine would be imposed. Finally, he suggested stay in tune for all the latest updates. Number 6. First, the speaker thanked the audience for calling the city hotline, providing information source for all city events. Next, she suggested pressing 1 for theater schedules and ticket orders, pressing 2 for museum information, including information on special exhibits, the lecture series at the Art Museum, and the foreign film series at the History Museum, pressing 3 to hear about upcoming sports events at the city stadium. Finally, she suggested staying on the line to speak to an operator. Number 7. First, the speaker announced the History Museum was the last stop that day. They would spend 2 hours there. Next, he commented recorded tours were available at the front desk for a small fee. After that, he suggested the visitor who is interested in the permanent exhibits to tell him for free informational brochures. Finally, he asked them to return to the bus no later than 5:30 to come back to the hotel for dinner and an evening program. Number 8. First, the speaker announced they had heavy traffic that morning because of a car breaking down on Route 1 near the airport. Next, she suggested avoiding Route 1 and being prepared a long slow drive to work that morning because the road construction was slowing traffic over the city bridge. Finally, she advised them to take a bus or subway. Number 9. First, the speaker took the audience attention about hiring skilled computer technicians who had been trained with state-of-the-art equipment. Next, she introduced graduates of the Computer Technology Institute were highly trained and skilled technicians able to handle all their routine technical problems. All institute graduates were eligible to become certified computer technicians. Finally, she suggested hiring one that day. Number 10. First, the speaker said to the audience, buying a house could be confusing, especially in today's market. Next, he introduced the first step was obtaining a loan from the bank. After that, he said the audience would need to get the necessary paperwork from the bank officer and the proof of their income and financial asset. Finally, he confirmed that could help the officer determine how large a loan they qualified for. Thanks for listening.